This here is Trig Lane, a short and fairly inconsequential street in the City of London near the Millennium Bridge. The architecture is not particularly interesting. Why on earth would you even do a video on this street? I don't hear you cry. Well, there's been a Trig Lane for a very, very long time. This is the oldest part of the city, and archaeological digs have revealed remains dating all the way back to the Romans, along with some remarkably well-preserved quay timbers from the medieval era. Trig Lane was named after a family of fishmongers based here, and this was a place where cargoes of fish were unloaded from all over the British Isles. It was a bustling commercial area that was noisy, crowded, and no doubt very smelly. But here's the interesting part. This street was not Trig Lane. This street was built in the 1970s. Confused yet? The original Trig Lane actually ran in a completely different direction. It was a north-south street leading down to the river. It would have drained waste from the fish gutting industry directly into the river. This office block sits where it used to be. These steps here, still known as the Trig Stairs, marked the end of the street and are now the only distinguishable reminder of the old street. These steps are mentioned in the plays A Chaste Maid in Cheapside by Thomas Middleton and Bartholomew Fair by Ben Jonson, and were used by boatmen ferrying people across the river. Developers, though, are not, as a rule, fond of history unless it can be used to raise the price of their new edifice. So in the 1970s, the largely derelict riverside here was swept away and built upon. And so the ancient street disappeared entirely, and this new street was built. While it would be cool to imagine some sort of weird psychogeographical imperative like the ghost of the old street attached itself to the new one, I think it's just that they had a spare name.